Hi, I'm Megan Evans, the Marketing and Communications Coordinator for Pet Sitters International, and welcome to day one of PSI's Virtual Pet Sitting Boot Camp. Today's focus is on getting started, so I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what makes a professional pet sitter or professional. Now, a lot of people use the term pet sitter loosely, referring to anyone from a neighbor to a local high school kid who wants to make some extra cash. But when we talk about a professional pet sitter, we're referring to someone who has chosen this as a profession, who treats it like a business, whether you want to be a solopreneur or have staff members working for you. Another thing to keep in mind is when we say pet sitter, we are referring to the act of caring for a pet in the pet's own home while the owner is away. Some people use pet sitting to refer to taking the pet to someone else's house to watch them there, but that's actually pet boarding, and a lot of states and cities have different regulations and rules for pet boarding. So while some people provide both pet sitting and pet boarding services, it's important to understand the terms and to make sure that you use the correct ones. And dog walking is also considered a form of pet sitting, since you're going to the client's home to provide exercise and companionship for the pet. Now, as a pet sitter, it's up to you to determine what your services will entail when you visit the client's home. So, a lot of pet sitters provide more than one visit a day. Some provide overnight stays as well. When you're visiting the home, you'll be likely providing food, changing out the water bowls, cleaning, the cat box, or cleaning up any other messes. You'll be providing exercise and playtime, and if there are any pet medications that need to be administered, things like that. But you can also determine, are there any complimentary services you want to offer, such as dog training or pet grooming. Just make sure that any services you provide, that you have the training for that, and also that your business liability insurance covers those particular services. And then also keep in mind, what kind of pets do you want to care for? We find that most PSI members offer services for cats and dogs, as well as pet birds, fish, and cage pets. But a lot of pet sitters also care for other pets, such as reptiles. So that's completely up to you. It's a matter of what pets do you feel qualified to care for, and how do you want to set up your business? Some pet sitters have found success simply offering care for cats, for example, so that's completely up to you. But now we get back to that question of what makes a professional a professional. This week we hope to provide you with tips and tools to help you get started on that path to pet sitting success. Because being a professional, it's about more than just loving pets, or it's not about just wanting some extra cash. A professional treats this like a business and takes the time to get the credentials and the training they need to provide the best possible care for pets and to ensure that you operate a legitimate business. So at PSI, our motto is pet sitting excellence through education. We want to make sure we provide the tools that pet sitters need for education, for their business, to stay up on the latest and best business and educational pet care practices. But we also educate pet owners, so we tell them there are 7 important questions that you should ask of any potential pet sitter. And these are questions that you should be able to answer yes to. Number 1, do you have the proper business license for your city or state if required? It varies from location to location. You just always want to make sure that you operate your business legally. Number 2, are you insured and bonded? If an accident were to happen, would you have the insurance coverage you needed to cover those costs? Number 3, will you provide proof of a clear criminal history? Pet owners are allowing you to come into their homes and care for their pets, so they just want that peace of mind that you're trustworthy. Number 4, can you provide client references? Even if you're a brand new pet sitter, you likely have family members or friends, maybe a fellow volunteer or a veterinarian, who can attest to the care that you provide for your own pets or your experience with pets. And then number 5, will you use a pet sitting service agreement or contract? This is that binding agreement where you outline the services that you're going to provide, and that protects both you and the client. Number 6, are you a certified professional pet sitter, or have you participated in pet care training such as pet first aid? You want to make sure that you're prepared for any situation that may come your way. And then number 7, are you a member of an educational and professional association like Pet Sitters International? Association membership isn't required to be a pet sitter, but it shows that you're invested in your career, in the pet sitting industry at large. It also provides you with ongoing access to business tools and educational resources. and it connects you with a network of other pet sitters who are going through the same daily joys and challenges and can be there to help build you up. So remember, if you can answer yes to these 7 questions, then you're well on your way to standing out as a professional pet sitter. So we're going to get more into these particular credentials and other hot topics as we go through the week through our boot camp. But that's all we have for today's video. So just be sure to check your email and also to go online to Facebook to see our event page, PSI's Virtual Pet Sitting Boot Camp. Just make sure you don't miss out on any of the videos or resources that we have this week.